California's historic drought has caused problems for residents up and down the state. Locally, one aspect of the drought has landed on residents' front lawns, literally. This year, Kern County homeowners are faced with a conundrum. Should they top-seed their lawns with winter rye or not? Top-seeding allows lawns to stay green in the winter, but it can also require a lot of water. Mindful of the drought, some residents are likely to forego the seasonal practice this year, which will mean dead brown lawns across some parts of town. Bakersfield homeowner Mary Jane Rosenblatt's lawn already has been top-seeded with winter rye, complete with that trademark stinky accompaniment, manure. Rosenblatt says she supports efforts to conserve water during the drought, but adds, don't let all that green fool you.
My lawn had suffered quite a bit with the drought, being good citizens. In fact, I lost my Queen Elizabeth rose bush due to lack of water.
What are some drawbacks to doing this?
I have 2 dogs, and for the first week we had to make arrangements for them not to use their doggy door because, like most dogs will do, they discovered how you can roll and manure. It feels wonderful, it smells even better. So my husband and I had to adjust our schedules a little bit so that we could come home and let our dogs out on the one piece of grass that didn't have manure on it.
It's a different story for homeowner John Bowles. He says he won't be top-seeding his lawn with winter rye for the first time in several years because of the drought.
Yeah, every year we've always overseeded our lawn. I like to come home to a nice green lawn in the dead of winter because everything else is so drab and depressing. It's kind of nice to look at my house and have a nice green lawn. But we've decided to sacrifice that this year in order to help conserve the water. My concern, of course, is that every day I'm going to come home in the bleak of winter and see a dead lawn with weeds in the middle of it. But that's the price you got to pay sometimes to help conserve water.
You know, so your lawn's actually looking pretty green right now. How long before, you're fearing you're going to see a lot of brown spots?
It'll happen around November. And it's not just the fact that you don't overseed it, it's the fact that you don't water it. And so when you don't water it to keep the seeds green and growing, what happens is your lawn goes into dormancy.
I think that it's important to make sure that we have a beautiful city, but also be very responsible while you're at it. And there are ways that you can fertilize and add winter rye to your lawns and still be considerate of the drought. We try to do that every year.